Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm your host, TheJuan&Only, and in today's video, we'll be taking a deep dive comparing the key differences and similarities between Apple's cheapest iPad, the 9th Gen iPad, and the mighty iPad mini 6th Gen. These two offerings come to mind instantly for students, seeing as how the 10th Gen iPad is in a weird limbo land. For students and really anyone with active hobbies such as photography, two big factors initially come to mind: size and performance, and well, of course, pricing. So of the two, which do I prefer and why? We'll be answering that question and more, so without further ado, let's get started. Alright, first things first, let's start with pricing and availability. The iPad mini 6, starting at $499, offers a compact powerhouse packed with exceptional features and a stunning, modern-looking design. It caters to those who value portability and want a device that can handle demanding tasks while on the go. And best part is it comes in 4 distinct color options. It comes in space gray, starlight, pink, and purple, which is the one that I have and is my absolute favorite color on an iPad to date. On the other hand, the iPad 9th generation starts at a more affordable $329 and only comes in your choice of space gray or silver. Both, by the way, will feature a black front, and no current 9th gen, as of now, comes with a white front. This makes it the perfect option for budget-conscious users. Despite its lower price point, it doesn't compromise on performance, providing a reliable and capable device that fits within your budget with its respectable A13 Bionic chip. Whether you're inclined towards the feature-rich iPad mini 6 or the cost-effective and performance-driven iPad 9th generation, Apple has you covered with choices that suit your preferences and needs. They literally have it all. There's the Air with the M1 for maximum performance while not breaking the bank. And if you want all those fancy bells and whistles, you do also have the option of getting a Pro model. Just be ready to fork over a pretty penny. So now, let's take a closer look at these iPads' design because they do differ quite a bit. While both the iPad mini 6 and the iPad 9th generation boast Apple's iconic aesthetics, like the debossed Apple logo on the back and the cold aluminum backs, they exhibit distinct design choices that cater to different preferences. The budget iPad features a familiar design with a substantial chin, larger bezels around the sides, and a physical home button positioned at the bottom center of the device. Aside from that, it's more curved towards the sides and isn't boxy in nature like the iPad mini 6 is. On the other hand, the iPad mini 6 takes inspiration from its larger counterpart, the iPad Air, showcasing a sleek, bezel-reduced display with no home button in sight. As a matter of fact, Apple has ingeniously integrated Touch ID into the sleep-wake button located conveniently on the top right of the device. This innovative placement allows for effortless authentication while maintaining a compact and streamlined design. Moreover, it's worth noting that the iPad 9th generation retains the classic Lightning port and features a 3.5mm headphone jack, providing versatile connectivity options, something rarely seen in 2023. The iPad mini 6 adopts the modern USB Type-C port, offering faster data transfer speeds and a more universal connection. This does mean that wired headphones are incompatible with the Mini unless you buy a separate adapter. Whether you appreciate the traditional charm of the iPad 9th Gen or gravitate towards the modern allure of the iPad mini 6, both devices offer stunning aesthetics and both look and feel really great in the hands. Although the budget iPad's design is starting to really show its age. I was honestly surprised when Apple left it in the lineup with the introduction of the 10th Gen iPad, but it goes to show the 10th Gen is just such an odd device, especially while being priced only $50 apart from the mighty Mini. Now, let's delve into the remarkable displays of these two iPads. The iPad 9th generation boasts a 10.2-inch Retina display that delivers bright and vibrant visuals and does a great job if you're planning to browse the net or stream some media. With a resolution of 2160 by 1620 pixels, the display provides a decent level of detail and sharpness, and the inclusion of Apple's True Tone technology ensures that the screen's white balance adjusts automatically to match the ambient lighting conditions, resulting in a more natural and comfortable viewing experience. However, even though it's larger, this display is in fact inferior to the minis, having less pixel density, which honestly most casual users won't even be able to tell. But a big thing about this display is that it is not laminated to the glass. This results in a noticeable air gap that can be seen with the naked eye and makes drawing and writing with the Apple Pencil feel a little funny, like you're not actually writing precisely where you intend to due to that gap. The 9th Gen budget iPad also lacks an anti-reflective coating, so visibility outdoors, especially with harsh sunlight, may be reduced. On the other hand, the iPad mini 6 features an impressive 8.3-inch liquid retina display, making it one of the best screens for a tablet of its size. With a resolution of 2266 by 1488 pixels, this display provides a higher pixel density, resulting in sharper and more detailed visuals. The iPad mini 6's display stands out with its vibrant colors, accurate color reproduction, and exceptional brightness. With a color output of 103.1 sRGB, it showcases rich and lifelike colors that bring your content to life, more so than the standard display on the iPad. 9th generation. The maximum brightness of 520 nits ensures excellent visibility, making the iPad mini 6 a great choice for enjoying multimedia content, reading ebooks, or working on creative projects. Now let's explore the performance capabilities of these two iPads that make them powerhouses in their own right. The iPad 9th generation is equipped with the A13 Bionic chip, which is a decent chip, but it's the lowest performing chip of any current iPad in 2023, which, for those wondering, for reference, the iPhone 11 debuted with the A13 chip, so it more or less has similar performance to an iPhone 11, which was released, almost 4 years ago now? But while browsing the web and streaming content to running productivity apps and playing games, the iPad 9th generation handles it all fairly smoothly with almost no hiccups along the way. Of course, if you are planning on playing more graphically intensive games, then do expect some more dropped frames, seeing as how the chipset is just well equipped for those kind of graphics. The A13 Bionic chip brings a significant boost in CPU and GPU performance compared to prior budget iPads, resulting in faster app launches, smoother animations, and improved overall user experience. So, long story short, the A13 is still pretty decent in 2023. But now, moving on to the iPad mini 6 though, it takes performance to the next level with its cutting-edge A15 Bionic chip, which isn't on par with the prowess of the more expensive tablets that feature the M1 and M2 chips, but the A15 is still considered a top-tier chipset even by today's standards. This powerhouse of a chip delivers exceptional performance and power efficiency. With its 6-core CPU and 5-core GPU, the iPad mini 6 can effortlessly handle demanding tasks such as photo and video editing, graphic-intensive gaming, and complex productivity workflows. Whether you're pushing the limits of creativity or immersing yourself in immersive AR experiences, the iPad mini 6 ensures a seamless and fluid performance. So while on the topic of performance, both iPads offer impressive capabilities, but the iPad mini 6 with its advanced A15 Bionic chip stands out as the more powerful option on paper. It provides that extra performance headroom for users who require intensive multitasking, resource-demanding applications, or for future-proofing your device. In fact, as you can see, the Mighty Mini, although smaller in stature, completely annihilates the 9th gen in terms of raw benchmarks, with it scoring 2126 on single core on Geekbench 6, while the 9th gen iPad lags behind with a score of 1710, which is still kind of impressive considering how much you're paying for this tablet. The differences are way more apparent for multi-core, seeing as the Mini comes in with a whopping 5,383 for multi and 3,834 for multi on the budget iPad, effectively marking a roughly 41% increase on the Mini versus the 9th gen iPad. As you can see, this means that the Mini should handle multitasking way better and more of those pro-ish applications like Photoshop or editing a video on iMovie. But to get the most out of your iPad, Apple offers some decent first-party peripherals to elevate your iPad game. When it comes to peripherals, both the iPad 9th generation and the iPad mini 6 offer great options to enhance your productivity and creativity. Let's start with the Apple Pencil. The iPad 9th generation supports the first gen Apple Pencil, a versatile tool that allows you to sketch, write, and annotate directly on the iPad. As I've continuously stated on my channel though, the first gen iPad is great, don't get me wrong, but who on the design team gave the green light for this unicorn charging method? Tim Apple, I need some answers. It just looks downright silly. On the other hand, the iPad mini 6 takes advantage of the advanced Apple Pencil 2nd gen. This sleek stylus attaches magnetically to the side of the iPad mini 6, making it easily accessible whenever inspiration strikes. And while attached, it will begin charging immediately, and it doesn't take long for a full recharge. Maybe 20 to 25 minutes or so. The Apple Pencil 2nd generation brings additional features like gesture controls and wireless charging, enhancing the overall experience with the Mini 6. Now, when it comes to keyboards, the iPad 9th generation offers the option of Apple's Smart Keyboard, available separately for $150. This keyboard attaches magnetically on the side using the Smart connector and requires no physical batteries. It provides a seamless typing experience and doubles down as a protective cover for the front glass. This is not to be confused with Apple's Magic Keyboard for iPad Pros, which provide tactile and responsive scissor-style keys. The Smart Keyboard here has these keys lined in this fabric, which I'm not the biggest fan of, seeing as they just don't feel as clicky nor responsive as the keys found on the Magic Keyboard. However, due to its compact size, the iPad mini 6 does not support a first-party full-size keyboard. While you can use third-party Bluetooth keyboards with the iPad mini 6, it's worth considering that the larger form factor of the budget iPad provides a more comfortable typing experience if keyboard usage is a priority for you. Now let's dive into the camera capabilities of both devices. The budget iPad features an 8 megapixel rear camera that delivers decent photo quality. While it may not rival the camera prowess of dedicated digital cameras, it's perfectly suitable for capturing everyday moments and memories. On the front, the budget iPad has an upgraded 12 megapixel selfie camera that produces some pretty impressive results. Notably, it introduces center stage, a nifty feature that keeps you in the frame during video calls and conferences by automatically adjusting the camera's perspective. In contrast, the iPad mini 6th gen embraces the smaller form factor while maintaining a compelling camera experience. With 12 megapixel front and rear cameras, it captures really great image quality. I don't know many people who prioritize cameras on an iPad. I feel like that's more of a smartphone thing, but it's nice knowing that the iPad mini 6 has better camera optics and hardware. And plus, the smaller the iPad, the more normal you'll look while taking some pictures. Cause I really don't know about you, but taking pictures with a massive 12.9-inch iPad Pro just feels off to me. But that's just my opinion. And finally, let's brush over battery real quick, because if you want to see an ultimate head-to-head comparison of the entire iPad lineup, you'll definitely want to click the card at the top right or check out the video link in this video description. On paper, both are rated at providing up to 10 hours of wireless web surfing. This, however, doesn't tell you much, and use cases vary drastically from user to user. But rest assured, both iPads should provide you with all-day battery so that you never miss a moment while at work, on a business meeting with a client, or simply while watching your favorite show on Netflix. To summarize, both the iPad 9th gen and the iPad mini 6th gen offer distinct advantages in the tablet landscape. The budget iPad appeals to budget-conscious consumers with its lower price point, making it an accessible option for a wide range of users. Its large display provides a generous canvas for multimedia consumption and productivity tasks, especially when coupled with the optional Smart Keyboard. However, its design, featuring a prominent chin and home button, may feel less modern compared to its counterparts. Conversely, the iPad mini 6th gen offers a compelling blend of power and portability. Its compact form factor makes it highly portable, perfect for users on the go and especially students. With its enhanced performance and modern design akin to the iPad Air, it exudes a premium feel. While it comes with a slightly higher price, the iPad mini 6th Gen delivers a sharper display, compatibility with the Apple Pencil 2, and the convenience of magnetically attaching to the device. Ultimately, choosing between the two depends on your priorities. If budget and a larger screen are crucial factors, then the budget iPad 9th Gen suits those needs. On the other hand, if you value a compact size, powerful performance, and the latest design with a better display, the iPad mini 6th Gen offers an enticing package. If I had to choose between the two though, I would ultimately slightly give it to the iPad 9th generation, and that is because it does have that extra screen real estate, albeit with an inferior display, but the battery life on it is tremendous, and you really cannot beat that $329 price point. Guys, I really hope you found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and drop any video suggestions you may have in the comment section below. Up next, we have the new 2023 Pride bands that I'm super stoked to review, as well as the Google Pixel 7a. Make sure to stay hydrated, y'all, and with that, I'm clocking out for now, but I cannot wait to catch you all in my next video.